Hello there, my name is Divesh, and in this tutorial we are going to learn about one of the most widely used Material UI component, bottom navigation view. So let's begin. In this tutorial I am trying to cover bottom navigation view. So you must have seen in lot of Android apps this bottom bar is used. So through this tutorial we'll try to create this kind of UI. So I have already created that classes and the whole flow. I will just explain all these things and then you can download the source code of this tutorial that is provided in the description below. All these screens are separate, so you can design all these screens separately as per your requirement. So let's get into the code. So in this tutorial I am using the one activity and 3 fragment. I have declared this activity in the manifest and I will just try to explain first activity and then the fragment. So I have created a activity called bottom navigation activity, and it is basically extending the app compat activity class, and I am implementing a navigation bar view listener. So first I will explain what kind of UI I have created. The parent layout I have used is the constant layout because it gives me the flexibility to rearrange the child view in the better way. So under the constant layout, I am using the frame layout. This frame layout basically will be used to contain the fragment. So all those fragments that you will see above that bottom navigation view, that will be inside this frame layout. And then on the bottom I am using a bottom navigation view, which is basically comes in under the material design. So I have added a material design dependency here, you can see. So if you want to use the material design components, so you first have to add this dependency into your build.gradle file, and then you can use their components. So I'm using the bottom navigation view component. I have put the colors and tint color and text color as per my requirement. You can change it accordingly. And one of the important thing that you have to supply to this bottom navigation view is the menu. So this menu will be basically how many item you wanted to show inside that bottom navigation view, what will be the icon and all. And you have to pass the ID also. The name will be taken as the title, and you have to pass the icon also, because I wanted the two states of icon. When I select one item of bottom navigation view, it should be in the selected state and other should be in the disabled state. So I have used the selector for this particular case. So till now we have understood that I am using the frame layout for the fragments and the bottom navigation view that will be in the bottom of the screen. And I have also passed the ID to both the view. Now I will try to use this view in my activity. So in activity, let's talk about the instance variable that I have created on the top. So there are 3 fragments I am using: home fragment, trending fragment and favorite fragment. I have created the object here only on the top, and also one time there will be only one fragment that will be active. So I have just created active fragment. We'll use it later. And the fragment manager, basically to replace the active fragment with the non-active one. So basically to replace the fragment from active to non-active. Inside the onCreate method, I am calling the 2 methods. First is setup views and listener, and second is setup fragment transaction. So I will try to explain the first one first. So whatever fragment you wanted to load first, that will be your active fragment. So I wanted my home fragment to be loaded at the first. So I assigned the home fragment into the active fragment. And then I have attached the bottom navigation view to the listener. So as I told you earlier, the navigation bar view has a listener called on item selector listener. So I have just registered that particular view that we have declared in the XML to this listener, and we have listener also. I will explain that right away. And then on the toolbar title, whatever item I am selecting on the bottom navigation view, the toolbar title should also change. So I am just setting up the title also. Now the second method I have created setup fragment transaction. So here, so I have just added all the fragment through the fragment manager. As you can see that fragment manager has a method begin transaction, and then you can add the fragment to the fragment container. So this will be the container that I have declared in the XML, that is the frame layout, and then whatever fragment you wanted to add, and then the tag. And at a one time we can show only one fragment. So I am hiding the first two fragment, basically the favorite fragment and the trending fragment, and the last fragment, that is the home fragment, that I have added, but I didn't hide it because I wanted to show it first. So this is basically the setup for the fragment transaction. Now we have did two things. We have already created all the fragments, and we have also made the home fragment as active fragment, and we have also attached the bottom navigation view to the listener. Now what will happen when user will click on these items? So basically this on navigation item selected will be called as a part of navigation bar view on item selected listener. So whatever item you will click, that item will be passed here. And I have already set the title and ID of those items in the menu, as you remember. So first I have changed the title of the toolbar, and then I check the ID. First for the home navigation, and then for the trending navigation, and then for the favorite navigation. And here what I am trying to do, basically I know that user has clicked on the home navigation, so he wanted to see the home fragment. So whatever active fragment was there at that time, I have hide that active fragment, and I have passed the home fragment to show up, and also I have assigned the home fragment as a active fragment. Same, when user will click the trending bottom navigation view item, I will again hide the active fragment and show the trending fragment, and make the trending fragment as active fragment. And same case will apply with the favorite navigation as well. And I would also like you to know that we are just hiding the fragment. It means that we are not trying to kill any of the fragment, we are just hiding it. So every fragment will restore their state, and whenever we'll click this bottom navigation view item, fragment will be usually loaded from there they have left. So now I will try to explain the what I have did in the fragment. So let me open these classes. In all these fragment classes, I just have inflated the layout, and I have only added one image view in all the fragment. In the favorite fragment, one image, in the home fragment one image, and in trending also one image. That's it. I did nothing fancy here. I just wanted to give you the idea by doing some simple stuff. But in the real applications, when you will be using the bottom navigation view, in all these fragments, you can put anything you want as per your requirement. Like you wanted to add the map, you wanted to add the list, you wanted to create the cart, you wanted to create the video view, whatever you wanted to create, you can just create in all these fragments. So to summarize it, I have created a activity, and I have added only 3 item in the bottom navigation view. So for all these items I have created the separate fragment. all these separate fragments has been created in the activity, and their transaction will also happen in the activity with the help of the fragment manager. Now I will try to run this. So you can see the app has been launched, and because I have created first the home fragment as our active fragment, so as you can see in the fragment transaction, I didn't hide the home fragment. I hide the favorite fragment and trending fragment, but home fragment I didn't hide. So home fragment has been loaded first, and then the trending. I can click to the trending, the favorite, so you can switch between them, and you can design all these screens as per your requirement, whatever you have. So that's about it for this particular tutorial. Do let me know in the comments what kind of tutorial you want to watch next, and I will see you in the next tutorial.